All I want to say is that DC doesn't really care about us.
In ancient Konda, Teth Adam was bestowed the almighty powers of gods. After using these powers for vengeance, he was imprisoned, becoming Black Adam. Nearly 5,000 years have passed, and Black Adam has gone from man to myth to legend. Now free, his unique form of justice, born out of rage, is challenged by modern day heroes who form the Justice Society. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the summary of Black Adam. We're going to do what we do it every single time. So, if your first time listening to us, we do a one sentence review. Jason, what is your one sentence review of Black Adam?
All I want to say is that DC doesn't really care about us.
Oh, gave us the MJ reference. Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa, what is your one sentence review of Black Adam?
I could smell what The Rock was cooking, and it was shrimp and grits. Not too classy, but always hits.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
That wasn't
My
shrimp
one-
and grits.
I do too. My one sentence review of Black Adam is African American Adam is a low budget Terminator 2 with the Justice Society thrown in. It's my one sentence review of Black Adam. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. What do we think about the storyline, the plot here? What do we?
Okay.
I know
feel,
Jason has bones to picks too.
Yeah, I
Go
feel
ahead,
like I should
Lisa.
go first because since y'all
Yes,
hated
yes, please do.
it. So let me just say my piece. Okay. So I had the advantage of knowing absolutely nothing about this character. And I
Okay.
purposely didn't do that. Like I purposely didn't look into the character at all because I wanted to just go and enjoy the movie. And so because of that, I feel like I was able to enjoy it. It wasn't, I didn't hate it. I thought it was enjoyable. I liked The Rock. I liked that he was an asshole. I like I like the anti-hero. I do kind of wish he was a bad guy. I think he was a bad guy, honestly.
He's definitely a bad guy. But
Yeah.
he's not
So
a good bad guy.
yeah. Yeah. I think he's kind of more of like the Loki, just it serves him to help those kids, so the kid or whatever.
Right.
So he did it, and then but he still murdered a whole lot of people.
Great.
He's the only one that murdered anybody in this whole entire movie.
Yeah,
Look,
for sure.
look,
Yeah,
look.
I like the shit because I liked Shazam, so I like what the DCU is doing with Shazam, and it had the Shazam trailer before it, the Shazam 2 trailer.
Yeah.
Which I really wanted to talk about all the trailers because holy shit, this movie has some great trailers in front of it.
Which is why the movie. No, I'm kidding.
Look.
I'm joking.
I'm real with you. I'll be real with you. So, only thing that bothered me was the Rock muscle old head on that little skinny body. Other than that,
yeah,
I was here for it. That muscle head was crazy to me, bro. That muscle head was crazy as hell. I rock with this because one, it was all nothing but action. In the plot, it was very straightforward. Now, and I'm gonna use a wrestling term here. They gave me a false finish though. At one point, I thought it was gonna be 1, 2, 3. The movie's over. All of a sudden, The Rock kicks out and he gives it the rock bottom
shoulder.
and the people's elbow and he finishes it off there. So look, before Jason gives his hate, all I'm gonna say is I can't hate on a movie where 2 black dudes kill the devil. That's all I'm gonna say. 2 black dudes wreck shop. Even though one of the black dudes was terrible in this, god awful in this.
He gets his ass whipped so many times.
So many times.
So many times.
Are you even a superhero, sir? Because you're
right.
bad at this.
Oh god.
Look, I just, and then also another thing, I'm pretty sure everybody feels like that kid was annoying as hell too.
Almost. Maybe that's why I hated the movie so much. Maybe that's.
Oh no, I didn't. He didn't annoy me.
Because
I was okay with that.
What you guys are saying, like, yeah, it's fine. It's a fine movie. It's lots of fun action in it. The Rock is always The Rock. He's always gonna be great no matter what he does. I even fucks with Hawkman. He's an idiot for bringing them motherfuckers along with him. Because Adam Smasher and Cyclone, I don't even know who Cyclone is. Completely.
I don't even call that Joker Adam Smasher. That guy's new name is Flashman. A combination between the Flash and Ant-Man because he was eating buckets of chicken in the middle.
You're talking about.
He's that Brandon Routh character in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
He's Nicholas Centileo or whatever his name is. But you talk about 2 of the most like inconsequential characters in a plot. Those two were like, they didn't need to be there. It could have been Hawkman and Dr. Fate and The Rock, because I don't even think he's Black Adam in my book, because he's just The Rock anyway. And that movie would have been fine. True. Cut out the kid, it would have been fine.
The kid is literally you can't cut out the kid.
So hey, F that kid. F that kid. Look, this is how you make the movie without that kid. You do the woman do the voiceover.
When he's trying to inspire the people to fight the zombies that show up for no reason at the end of the movie, I'm just like, y'all need to what is this? Y'all need to get somebody better to do that speech. And with the diamond cutter and everything.
It's the Illuminati, baby. It's the Illuminati.
I did not like how, and I know they probably did this just because you knew what was going to happen anyway, but I did not like how they kind of like spoiled in the trailer that Teth Adam was not his son, but The Rock instead. And like they pretty much blew that whole entire thing in the very first trailer. And through the movie, they're trying to make like it's a big mystery, or at least a somewhat of a mystery. It's like, oh, and the character's like, we knew that from the beginning because we saw it in the trailer. Maybe if they let that part out, I mean, I would have known it anyway, but still that would have been more engaging for me personally. Also, the dialogue in this is just straight garbage.
Well, let's be real. The weakest part of this movie is probably the plotting and all. It's a very straightforward movie. Like, they just do things to get to the next action scene. That's all this movie is.
Basically, that's what happens. And as much as the action scenes are fun, this thing is nonsensical. It's like they set up the kind of conflict between Hawkman and Black Adam, who doesn't even get the name Black Adam until the very last credit scene. That heroes don't kill, but he never really explains why not. He never says, also, "Hey, we don't kill because of this reason." He just goes, I don't kill. We don't kill. You're not a hero." And
Wonder Woman kills. Like, we know Batman kills the fuck out of people.
Exactly.
Superman's first movie, he snaps a guy's neck.
Yeah,
I mean, very thin line. Yeah, very thin line of not killing.
All Black of a sudden, Adam we're not killing people. I don't know.
Right.
And like the whole entire time, Black Adam's like, "I'm not a hero, so I don't give a fuck. What do you have to say?" It's like, why is this is not a conflict here? Like, okay, heroes don't kill. Okay, it's like, okay, it's not a conflict here.
At no point did Black Adam go, "Hey, you know what? I want to try to be a hero."
Yeah,
and then you could have this conflict.
So
but
why
everybody's like, "Nah, man." Go ahead.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I was just gonna say it is a superhero action movie. That's what it promised. That's what it delivered. Like, I'm not mad at it. It's not going to win Academy Award for Best Picture. 100%
right about that. And like, if I saw this movie in the 90s, I probably would have loved it. Right? I probably would have been like, "Oh my God, that's one of my best movies I've ever seen in my life." But nowadays, when you have like things like Marvel movies that are doing a little bit more with the superhero genre, and you just have a run-of-the-mill superhero movie, that's okay for a lot of people. I'm just like can we get more than this a little bit? Like, they got She-Hulk over here doing jokes and having sex, and this is what we get in DC.
Well, I know for me, I know at the beginning I loved it. I was in it, and then it got rocky for me because the tone of the movie started to be different, because I don't know about maybe I was wrong. I felt like it was portraying it to be really serious at first.
Yeah.
And then once the Justice Society came in, it started getting goofy.
Yes.
And that tone switch was immediate. It wasn't even like it eased into him like softening up as a person to get goofy. It was like, "Oh yeah, we're serious. They show up and it's like jokes abound. Everybody's having a good old time.
And now this dude who has no reason to make jokes is making jokes.
Right. And the last part I think was kind of weird to me is that if Black Adam is such a threat to humanity and the world, why are you bringing two rookies with you for this fight?
Exactly.
So
guys who y'all didn't even do a training session first. Like, y'all didn't do nothing.
Right.
And to say that the power set was useless, like completely. Yes. Like, the girl does wind. Like, nah, you should have left her at home.
Whoa, slow down. Don't be disrespecting Wind like
cute,
that.
But she did. Y'all should have left her at home. She's a secretary.
Also, they play up how smart she is, and then we never see her use her brain. Really,
she does one thing, and she's like, "Oh, the nanobots did it." He's like, "Oh, you're pretty smart." And it's like, "No, actually,
yeah, that's what it. Like,
did the work. Like, I didn't do anything."
Look,
and it's like,
Black woman, take your bow. Don't be letting the nanobots take your shine.
Yeah, but claim it, girl.
Look, even and I want to get all the negative out the way, because other than, I love this movie. I thought it was fun. Had a little great time. The action scenes, were they creative? No. Were they anything new to ever seen? No. But I think the certain amount of brutality that we had not used to seeing from DC was a joy,
Oh, yeah,
especially that
motherfuckers
opening
was dying.
scene with him when he's just like taking off limbs. I mean, he melts a guy in his hand. Like, yeah, that was awesome. And then I like the effect when they were doing the super speed and the camera kind of narrowed in to give it a feeling of like it was like almost like you said, like a 90s music video.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like. But I thought it was pretty cool with that. With I would say what I told when we were leaving, and my wife was like, "Oh, what do you think of the movie?" And I said, it felt like an entertaining mess. Like, it's a mess of a movie, but it's just really fucking entertaining. And I think that is why you cast The Rock, because even though it was the best of a movie, I was enjoying every single moment that he was in it, every single thing he was doing, except for the little muscle head part. I was in. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" Like
don't put The Rock's face on nobody else's body. It ain't gonna work.
Well, here's the real problem. You saw them doing the first Avenger do that very well. How many years ago was that? And they can't get that right here? Like,
listen, they couldn't get a mustache correct. Like they try. We just give them a little pass because for whatever
they
reason,
shot this 6 months ago. You know,
right,
got it out this week. It's fine. Like, gotta give him a pass on that.
Don't forget about the best part of the whole movie, which is
mid credits.
I mean,
mid credits.
I was pretty hyped for that.
Oh, that was like.
Superman's at your house. Wow. Another guest here. I'm gonna do something really bad. I did not like the mid credit scene.
Oh, I loved it.
Now look, on the heels of finding out that on the heels of finding out that he's going to replay the role, that's good news. But I didn't like the mid-credit scene, and here's why. He's a Shazam villain.
Yeah,
I feel like now that you introduced this element, which I know The Rock has been on the tour saying, "Hey, it's gonna be Black Adam and Superman one day. We're gonna have it out." So, I get it. But I feel like Shazam should have showed up in that scene.
Yeah,
and that should have been an interaction to lead to that. But one thing I do,
I think it's bait, though. I think it's
it is bait
to get people. Well, and also because, and I think it's a little bit of a payoff because we didn't have Henry Cavill in the Shazam
movie
mid credit. Yeah, the mid credit. Right, it was mid credit, I think. Yeah. And I think that I think it was fan service to be like, "Hey, we fucked up. We didn't have them." In that, they 100% should have done it, are not giving us Superman at all. So that's what I think it is. But I agree. I would have liked to see maybe some Shazam kids or something.
Yeah, because at this point,
it was on the other side of the world. So
at this point, for me, there's no reason why Black Adam should come into conflict with Captain or Shazam. I'm going to say Captain Marvel. He's not
at this point. It doesn't make sense in the story.
It doesn't make sense. Like. From in the comic books, the classic comic book sort of thing, like from the get go, Black Adam's like, "No, fuck that dude over there. I don't like him at all." Like from jump. So it doesn't make sense for me at this point that why they would be in conflict with one another, or why he would be in conflict with anybody other than Intergang, who I don't know. They just totally wrote out the movie.
I would say I would have restructured that whole ending. I would have probably had the Wizard get to Billy and be like, "He's returned." And then cut it off there and let it be known that that's setting up that Billy has to do that. So, but anyway, like I said, I think that's nitpicking. And my whole theater popped when it happened. Like the whole theater went insane.
Yes.
Mine did.
Yeah, it was great.
Also,
everybody else was quiet through the whole entire movie until this one part.
Oh, here he go. But also, how does Amanda Waller have this much power? Like Suicide Squad, Justice League. And now, the Justice Society, she's just running all these organizations.
She's a little OP right now. I don't know what's happening.
Right.
Her job is to, not be friends with these people.
Right. What happens if Superman rips open the White House? What's the president like? We got to get a Suicide Squad for that. And it's like, this is the thing you need a Suicide Squad for.
Yeah,
stop Black Adam.
Why didn't you use those
literally
guys? Why didn't you use your superpowered guy friends to do all the other stuff that y'all are supposed to be doing? Why are you using a guy that shoots good?
Right.
You knew Hawkman the whole entire time, and y'all didn't call him once.
Right.
You knew Dr. Fate, which, all right, as a comic fan, Dr. Fate should have worked Black Adam. He should have there would have been no contest. Dr. Fate is a lord of order. He is practically a god.
He's old. He's
always old.
He's old in his bones. He's tired. He knew that the team could handle it.
Yeah,
he trusted his team to carry the load.
He's like, you know what? I'm done. These two fucking morons can't do shit. I know you got your back. I know you just gonna keep fighting. You're not gonna talk to this dude. So I'm just gonna leave. I was a James Bond once.
Yes.
I was a James Bond once. I am interested to see if we ever do get the Black Adam and Superman matchup, because in this universe, as far as we know, Superman doesn't realize that magic is a weakness of his yet. Yeah. So I would love to see that moment when he realizes, oh shit, this ain't just a battle of strength. Like, this dude can fuck me up. Right. So I am interested to see how that plays out as well. But look, again, I mean, I'm here for the movie, man. I'm here to get a sequel. Yeah. I mean, I can't say anything. I mean, if you did Batman v Superman, you might as well do Black Adam v Superman or Black Adam v Shazam, Little Kids of Justice or whatever.
Like, we just might as well not even have any actual villains in movies anymore. They just have heroes fight each other, and we'll just call it a day. And then maybe every once in a while, James Gunn can do a Suicide Squad movie and actually give us something that we can enjoy.
not a bad plan there.
Elevates the culture a little bit.
All right, if you again joined us for the first time, we could jump to our rating system. Where we rate things head if we think it's great, a canon if we think it's okay, and circus if we think and circus if we think it is terrible. Lisa, what did you think of the plot and storyline for this movie, Black Adam?
It gets head. It's The Rock, and I got to see Henry Cavill, and I love Henry Cavill. He's a nerd, and I love seeing nerds celebrating nerdom. And I thought it was great. It was what it was. It didn't promise to be anything other than it was. It gets head.
All right, Jason, what do you give the storyline and plot for this?
I'm going to disagree with Lisa, and I'm going to say it's a circus on the. I don't ever not disagree. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just say for me, I'm disagreeing. Jeez, we're supposed to be friends, Lisa. But for me, I just could not dig this plot. It's a circus for me. I couldn't dig it. I'm sorry.
I'm going to give it. I'm actually going to give it a circus too. As much as I want to move it up the canon, it's just a means to an end to get to the next action scene. Well, let's move to our next one. What do we give the action here, Lisa?
Oh, action. Yes, 100%. Yeah. It gets head. The action. There was one scene where actually. No, it gets head. Yeah. I stick with my guns. I'm sticking with my guns.
Jason.
I'm going to give it a head too. I loved Hawkman in this. I love that he was a brother. I love that he was just always getting his ass beat. But he was still coming with the heat. He was still getting up and like, I'm fucking, we gonna fight. And when Dr. Fate told him he was gonna die, he's like, okay, that's cool. That's he's about that life. So every time he picked up that hammer and was fighting, and when I was keep calling him Shazam, but he's not Shazam. When Black Adam was melting fucking dudes, I was like, I'm having fun.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna definitely give it a head on that one. The action in him was awesome. Next, what do you think about the acting? Lisa, what do you give the acting in this movie?
That's gotta be a circus. Let's be real. I know what hill to die on, and this is not the one. So,
Jason, what do you give it?
I'm going to agree with Lisa and give it a circus as well.
Nice.
Because, especially that little kid. And it's not his fault. He's a child. He doesn't have 20 years of Juilliard to be a good actor. But, they could have cut some of his scenes.
Yeah, they did give him a lot of heavy lifting. I'm going to give it a canon because I think Pierce Brosnan's performance is amazing. I think The Rock is Pierce The Rock, but it's still really fun. Yeah, James Bond. I mean, GoldenEye. But yes, he's amazing in it. And the sister's brother. I thought he was actually his.
Oh, he's pretty funny.
He was funny.
He was pretty funny.
So
I died from electricity.
Right. Like that was pretty dope. I'm going to give it a canon. All right, on a scale from 1 being disgusting poo-poo to 5 being great, Lisa, what do you rate Black Adam?
It gets a 4. It gets a solid 4.
Okay. Jason?
Fair enough. I give it a 3. I feel like DC could be doing better.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I really thoroughly enjoyed this one.
So on average, it's a 3.5.
Yay!
Because that's how math works.
Boo, math.
at least for the show, that's how math is going to work for now.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the show that everybody enjoys. It is the end of the show. We will bring you, we'll bring you the hot D next week. But please remember to like, share, subscribe everywhere. Headcanon Circus. We just recently have a TikTok up, correct? Is that correct, Jason?
Yep.
Yes.
And what is that? Headcanon Circus as well, or
Headcanon Circus as well? Yep. Headcanon Circus at TikTok.
We do have a Twitter up now
at Canon Circus.
At Canon Circus.
Yeah.
And Twitch.
We're gonna get a Twitch soon and a website soon.
Yes.
We're gonna have all the things.
Lisa has motivated us to no longer be slackers, Jason, and now we're gonna do show and prove and actually, do things we should have done early on. So we're gonna have all that stuff up and running. Again, I want to thank our guest, Ron Dawson. If you guys did not check out the Ron Dawson segment, please look at that because it's probably already posted by now. Check that out. It was a very good, fun interview. Jason was asking those hard-hitting questions, and all I wanted to do was talk about heads, cannons, and circuses. So it was a very good interview.
Totally embarrassed me in front of this published author.
Right. That is what I do. That is what I do. Don't forget to pick up our new book for the Headcanon. For the Headcanon Book Club, The Taking of Jake Livingston by Ryan Douglas. Go ahead and pick up a copy of that. That should be enjoyable. And next week we'll have a date when we're going to review it. And we are trying to reach out to Mr. Douglas and see if he would join us on the show as well.
2 for 2.
Other than that, Lisa, do you have any final closing words?
This just in on my text message. Shout out to the DCU announcement that Green Lantern has officially switched to Jon Stewart, who we all know is the best Green Lantern. So
by far.
Is it? I don't know. So then it says "Go Blurred." So that was a nice little update from my IT guy, James.
That is awesome. Yeah. Well, besides that great news, any other thing you'd like to say before we close?
Yes. What was I even thought about it so I wouldn't steal from Jason.
I got a new catchphrase.
Spay and neuter your animals. Adopt, don't shop. And that's all I can think of. I forgot what the other one was. I should have written it down.
All right. Free dogs.
Jason, any closing words?
Obviously, for any strong man to do anything, there needs to be even a strong woman to tell that man that he ain't shit. Life together. Thank you, Lisa, for joining the show. But also, be kind, be considerate, and tip your servers and bartenders at least 20%, if not more, if you can afford it. And fuck you, Jaron. I can't remember why I was supposed to say fuck you to Jaron, but yeah, fuck you, Jaron.
Well, as always, guys, thank you for joining us this week. We will see you all next week, and tell them that the man in black sent you. Peace.
Ooh, that's a good one.